Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Tuesday. Just got back from the post office shipping, I don't know, about 20 packages. 4-day weekends can be good and bad. I should have kept up with the shipping during the weekend, but put it off until this morning. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I also went to the Salvation Army, which is close to my post office, and hit a game score. Some of you may know I do a lot of games. That seems to be one of my niches, is toys and games. And I don't know, I still have a lot of games up here that I still have to go through. But when people think of board games, they're usually going after, your Monopolies, Risk, blah, blah, blah. The games everyone sees. And while a lot of those can be good and good money, 10, 20 bucks, what you want to look for is the odd games. And that's what I found today, a lot of odd games. This is a Dungeons and Dragons Command. Box is a little thrashed, but I picked these all up for $2 minus 25% off today at the Salvation Army. So about $1.50, I think, something like that. Let me scan this one for you real quick. It's selling new still. Amazon actually still selling it new for $35, but there's no collectibles. That means there's no used on Amazon right now. So I can probably get this for $30 used on Amazon FBA. I haven't looked it up on eBay yet. The problem with I'm still have to go through is I took a chance because these things have I always check for the instructions, and I kind of glanced in, and it looks like it had all the parts. It had all these plain pieces here. It's kind of cool looking. See if I can bring one up. This little spider piece. But it's got a lot of these little cardboard squares and little dots. So I still have to go through and count all those and make sure they're all here. But even if they're not, I've found a few of these incomplete, and I've parted them out and still made good money off them. So I'm not too worried. I mean, these pieces will sell as parts for these Dungeons and Dragons type. I can get all these pieces back in. So I've sold the card games and stuff like that as pieces. They do well. But like I said, look for the odd game. Dungeons and Dragons, whoops, over here. Dungeons and Dragons is a good seller. Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, got this big old monster thing. And same thing, it has a lot of pieces in it. Cards, and it has these little characters and stuff. But I took a chance. It looked well kept, so I'm going to assume the pieces are there, but I'm still going to go through and count them. It had the original instructions in it. This one I paid actually $2 for, I think. Yeah, let's scan it. It was going for like $50. No, this is like, I'd say, very good condition. Everything looks very good, except for the box has a little crease in it up here. But it scans in, and its rank is 10,000 in toys. It scans in at $54 new. The glare, don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it there if I turn it like that. $54 new. And see what here? No collectibles. So that means there's no used ones on Amazon FBA. So I can probably get, I'd say I can ask $45 for that used. Maybe $40, but still, that's a good profit there. And then this one's called Dominion, and again, I got that for about $1.75. What happened? These all priced $3 to $4, but when she's ringing it up, somehow it came out to a total of $5 million. So she had to redo it, and she just did all of them at $1.99 plus the 25% off. So got a good deal. I paid $10 for everything I'm about to show you. So, but this is a Rio Grande game, and you're just looking for those odd games. And this is, I'm not going to open it up, but it's basically all cards. So I'm going to have to go count cards. I think there's 200s in there. Yeah, no, 500 cards, rule book, and storage tray, made in Germany. So we'll scan this one here. And it comes up with, there's some used ones. It's coming up as $33 like new, and $33 for acceptable as well. So I could probably get about $33 for this. This is in great condition. It's got the original instructions. I just got to go through and count and make sure all 500 cards are there. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but and this one I could not do. The barcode was not coming up. It's made in Canada. Interesting game here. It's supposed to have 100 little wooden blocks that look like this. So I have to count the wooden blocks on a big map. But I did a name search and see if it's in my history. Oh, getting a headache. Yeah, it's not in my history here, right? I can't recognize it. But it came up like $30 or $35 in good condition. Very good condition. And this box is in very good condition. And the pieces were bagged. So I'm hoping, there we go. Let's try that one. It actually had a high rank of 440,000 in toy. And all there is 2 merchant fulfilled news. One for 65, one for 80. No FBA at all, new or in collectible. So it's a high rank. It'll be a long-term sell. But being the only FBA seller, I'm going to try for $50 on it. Let's check the camel. I didn't check the camel in the store. I should probably do that more often. There's no camel data, so. But for $1.50, I'm going to take a shot to make $50. Next one I almost did not get because the box is kind of beat up. But it's called Warhammer 40,000 Assault on Black Reach. There's no instructions with it, but I started doing research on Warhammer, and the stuff is well priced. Smells funny. So I'm going to probably part this out. It's got the little orc. These are plastic figures. I found out they also make the die-cast figures, which I'll show you. And there's the little star guy. And here's one that's in color. So I'm going to probably part these out. And there's these other pieces I found. I stuck in the box. They weren't in the box, but I stuck them in there. I don't know, they're protractors or whatever. I saw them was on eBay, and the protractors went for a good price. They're for combat or whatever. It's got some decals in it. But people like to paint these things up, and I think that's what this is. I am not positive if this is the way it came or if somebody painted them. There's a couple, so colored ones. So maybe something I painted. Here's a colored, the other side. I don't know what they call them. So they might have been painted. Apparently people like to paint it. So this one I don't know anything about. I'm going to part it out. And then I found this is a little die-cast guy you glue together. He's metal, and then you paint him up. And I found some in there that were already put together and painted, going for $30. And I paid $1.50 for that one. And then this one here is Orc Commandos, Warhammer 40,000. There's 5 Commandos in there. I'm assuming you put them together and paint them. I'm not positive. They may be already painted. Well, it says paints in there. It may come with the paints. The box contains 5 detailed miniatures. So yeah, it may not come with the paints. It doesn't come with glue, but when I scanned this, FBA, I think it was going for $80 new. Oops, let's scan it. Yeah, it's a high rank, 990,000 in toy. That could still be all right, but there's only one new merchant fulfilled going for $95. So I can FBA that probably for maybe 100. So and I might try eBay as well until I get some more FBA items. But that's the game stuff I found today. So be on the lookout for your odd games. Don't just look for your monopolies. If you see something that's weird name games, those can often be your higher priced items, and I've sold quite a bit. I don't have any here because I went in and I sold. I have a Lord of the Rings card game up there that I found at Salvation Army last week. Let me go grab it. Okay. It's a Lord of the Rings card game. It goes for over $35 in very good condition on FBA. I've listed it on eBay for I think $28 until I can send it in to FBA. I might merchant fulfill it as well, but I already had one offer, but it was a low ball offer for $12, and I said no, thank you. I mean, I'll take $25 for it, but it's complete. I've counted the cards, I think. Yeah, I counted all the cards, counted all the pieces, and it's there. So, again, oddball games, not your run-of-the-mill games. And there's a lot of different versions of this. The Hobbit, expansion packs, they all sell pretty well. So, keep an eye out. I'm not going to say the B word. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to do a sold video here this week. I haven't done it in a while. And I have to get back to work. I have a photo order to finish up today. And I still have to get those shelves cleared off. That was my goal last week. And I get a good dent into it, but didn't get them all cleared off. So talk to you guys later. Hope you have had good days selling and sourcing. And I'll talk to you later.